So Josh, a lot of my clients have a home sale contingency. And I can know that's in this market, it is tough to get those accepted. So if my seller has lived in the home for 50 years, has a lot of equity built up, what are their options for maybe not having to sell on that sale contingency?
Yeah, it's a great question. It's something that we're running into so much, over the last couple of years. The good news is people have established a lot of equity in their homes. If they purchased, 7, 8, 9 years ago, they're usually sitting on a pretty nice chunk of equity. We offer a great program. It's really just a game changer for a lot of people. It's called the Buy Before You Sell program. And essentially what's happening is we're going to unlock a certain amount of equity from your existing residence that can then be used as a down payment on your new home purchase. The best part of the program is that the company that assists us with this, they put a backup offer on the customer's home. So what that essentially means is that home is under agreement to already be sold. And per Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac guidelines on the new home purchase, we don't have to include the person's existing mortgage payment, including their taxes and insurance, in their debt to income ratio when we're qualifying them for the new home purchase, because it already has that backup offer. And then they give the person 120 days from when they purchase the new home to sell the old home. And then, of course, whatever portion of equity was unlocked gets paid off along with whatever their first mortgage balance is, and then they receive the remainder of the equity, and off we go into our new home without having to offer with a home sale contingency. So that's one of the biggest game changers with this product. It now allows people to compete who already have an existing residence. I'll tell you a quick story. I got a call of a gentleman who wanted to come into my office on New Year's Day. And he said, my wife and I would like to move to Florida immediately. We hate this cold. We're done with it. Okay, great. Own a house in Salem, New Hampshire. Has his eye on houses down in Palm Coast, Florida. Goes down on January 17th after I've already gone through and fully approved him for the Equity Unlock Buy Before You Sell program. He was able to go down there, offer with no home sale contingency, and he knew, because we already had the agreement in hand, that he'd be able to extract $350,000 of equity from his residence in Salem to be able to put as a down payment on the house down there. Is that going to be a strong offer in Florida? You betcha. Did he win the bid? You betcha. And now he's in a position where he's going to be selling his residence up here. He couldn't be happier. The wife's ecstatic, and you know what they say. Happy wife, happy life.
So I have had clients or lenders in the past show me kind of a similar program, but they had to have so much money in the bank. So you're telling me they don't need that money in the bank?
Correct. It's all about the equity in the residence. They typically will go to, let's say, a 70 to 75% combined loan to value, looking at the value of your existing residence that you're trying to sell, backing out the details of what your first mortgage is, and then they'll do the equity unlock calculation to tell you how much you can unlock. They do also have a carve-out or what they call an equity boost, whereas if you do have assets, but you don't want to liquidate them because the stock market's doing really well, they will do an equity boost based off of your asset portfolio. So let's say you don't have that full amount of equity that you'd like to have for the down payment on your next home purchase. They will look at your asset portfolio and give you a bump to how much they're willing to give you if, in fact, you have that asset portfolio.
That's great. And these are kind of the options you will discuss with the buyers as they meet with you about what they're looking for, what their plan is, and what you feel is the best fit for them at the time.
Totally. I mean, not everybody wants to go down this road. And the reality is it's a great backup program. So what I mean by that is you can go and list your existing residence tomorrow to be sold. Doesn't mean it's going to sell in the time frame that you need it to sell. So if you truly are buying another property and you're under a deadline to do that purchase and your sale isn't going to happen in time, you have that equity unlock program kind of behind the scenes just in case you need it, and now that buys you another 120 days, so to speak.